Yes, this time we will talk about how the event system was implemented in the game engine. What is an event? First of all, on the game engine, we're going to keep spinning the loop. It's usually called an update loop. And what kind of actions can happen in that loop? Well, for example, the poet is changing, or the user DLL is going up, or there are countless things, right? So, at this time, when something happens, we can do something that I would like to do. So if an event happens, if we just raise an event for these workers to execute, then the functions will now be executed. Is it true that God has changed? Then some kind of event just happened. So I registered for this event. Call me a receiver. Guys who receive events. If the received guys have three things like this, when God changes, this guy organizes assets related to God, and on the other hand, what does he say? Editor. We will have various windows and panels, and we will also set new values and objects. There are really various receivers that have been erased, and these receivers are functions. So by the occurrence of events, the various events that I want to perform, the various receivers and the various functions are called events. Now, how did you implement it? There is a class called event. What about these classes? It has a vector called receiver. This vector, called the receiver, is going to be various functions, as I mentioned earlier. So this function could be some kind of static function, it could be a member function, or it could be a lambda function. Anyway, this rich hibernates. Now the event has it. And inside it is now an object called broadcaster. What is the role of this object called the broadcaster? If I have an event, I will hit the ground. So this is the principle that the broadcaster in this is going to go around and execute on this rich bird. So, because of this broadcaster, it's letting these Leisheimers know that an event has occurred. Then, according to this, each of these receivers will perform their role. This was the concept and structure of the basic event system.